Morgan, you're here.
Yeah.
How much of a part with you? You weren't like huge into this.
So I'll tell you the premise. The premise was that Bill Clinton was president
at the time,
and it was the new age of the American president being on the internet.
Yes.
And we found his
personal email address.
Well, not personal, but
well,
like
whatever.
His email address that you can just start. It was White
honestly,
House. It was honestly president at whitehouse.com.
Yeah. So. And they discovered if you send an email to President at White House, he would send back, the President appreciates all of your feedback, and thank you so much for your time to do this.
Yeah.
So we screwed with them a little bit.
So that was a good thing. And then these guys all took computer lab together at a high school here in town.
Friday morning, first class.
This is the details I don't have entirely.
I show up late. And already there is James, Alan, and Bill
we're always
sitting
there,
in the back of the class as far back as they can. So I go take my seat just in front of them, and I'm like, what are you like snickering about like a bunch of girls? Like, what is going on? And they proceed to explain to me
that they sent this.
It was pretty innocent stuff.
Yeah, it was. Like
Alan...
Like I was like Al Gore, you just asked your wife or
we all did like, stupid stuff. Like I don't.
We were just trying to get the reaction of that thing every time.
Yeah, it was just funny to always get that form letter back thanking us for the stupid things we were saying.
Except Alan, being the genius that he is, sent a message saying, "I hate you and I hope you die."
Yeah, that didn't go over so
well. But that's Alan, really.
Yeah. And
if he says that to me, I just know it's Alan.
Nowadays, I'm sure that there are so many emails sent to the president with death involving in them that they probably don't even care, particularly if it's from Canada. But back then,
it was
they cared.
They cared.
Like, I don't remember the timeline in terms of how long.
I do. It was 3 weeks from when you did it until
when they got there. Because when they got there, like the day that.
Okay, got there. Let's back
was
this up.
The end of year barbecue.
It was literally school was done.
Yeah.
It was every year they hand out the yearbooks and they have a big barbecue out on the fields.
Everyone's getting their stuff signed.
And everybody's having a good time, and and this was the end of grade 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's having a good time. We're signing yearbooks, and then me, Bill, and Alan
actually had to find me.
Are called into the principal's office.
Yeah.
And there to greet us was the principal of the school, a RCMP officer, and a Secret Service agent. And they proceeded to interrogate each one of us separately about what we knew and what we didn't know, and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
They threatened Alan that Alan could never cross the border, and neither could any of his family as a result of this email.
Yeah, and they were pushing me and Bill because obviously we knew about this, and why aren't we like giving them up, sort of thing. Like it was absolutely insane. I was so both of the agents were both of the agents in there at the same time? I can't even remember.
I believe they were cross-examining you guys.
Yeah.
No, I had one
because here's what I remember. The RCMP officer was super dickish.
Yeah.
He was just not nice at all.
Canadian RCMP
are yucky.
Are
no
wankers.
Not all of them,
but
like
police force and the worst RCMP.
And like and the Secret Service guy was just like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, like the actual guy from the States.
It's like
he laughed at all of Alan's his website where he was making fun of people.
You could tell the Secret Service guy was just like,
it's a bunch of kids.
It's a bunch of kids. Yeah. They didn't do anything wrong. I'm getting a free vacation to Victoria.
Did you guys share my favorite part of that story?
What's your favorite part?
When he asked if he was familiar with if you guys were familiar with the email address that
Alan
was using at the time. Are you familiar with the email address
AskMasterDave?
AskMasterDave.
Yeah.
At
Davey Davidson on Davidson.
We used to We used to use that one to that was our email address that we just would flame people from.
Yeah.
So my part of the story was I actually worked at the school that these monkeys went to as a counselor, and so as a courtesy call, the principal called me and told me the story because he knew that they were all headed to my house after they set them free, because they didn't arrest any of them, they just threatened them all.
Yeah.
So I knew they were headed to my house, so I searched through my CDs and I found Secret Agent Man that I put on as loud as I could in my stereo when they arrived. And then forevermore, I called Alan Hillary's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I like that Askmaster Davis now. Somebody changed their username already.
Nice.
Oh,
Good luck. Good luck getting that Hotmail account.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
it is just
he's got
completely
that.
gone forever.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's like
There's
Just-
one critical
just imagine-
element of the story
Oh, yeah.
that's been omitted, which is this.
Our president, sorry, our
I went to the
principal saying
office to just see what was up, but because I wasn't there while the email was being sent, I wasn't part of the interrogation. So I chilled outside the office and just waited.
well, you were there with
bated breath.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Like I remember
Yeah.
you and Kate and
And
Maren
Howard
and
inside.
and
Julia.
yeah, Julie and a couple
Uh,
other people were there.
We're all outside waiting and wondering what's going on, and the sort of crowd of people waiting kept getting bigger and bigger. And at one point, while James was in there, Julia asked me if James was single. And I had a bit of a crush on her at the time, so I was like, no, he's gay.
Yeah.
so if you like that story, give some money for the children.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, let's get our dollars up. Be awesome.
The best part was
Secret
Alan
agent,
got banned
man.
from all computers
Secret.
for grade 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He wasn't allowed near a
I totally
computer.
forgot about
Man, it just drove him nuts.
And I teased those guys for an entire summer
Oh,
over
yeah.
that because that was the last day of school that whole thing went down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was so grateful that the principal called me at home to give me the story so I would know for the whole summer.